Many say that a non-conformity for a company is a bad patch. Now, I don't consider it that way. Any non-conformity is an opportunity for improvement because there is a level where there is a saturation or stagnation which is happening in almost all the industries, and there has to be one trigger for improvement, and that trigger or one of that trigger would be a non-compliance or a non-conformance raised. In this video, we are talking about non-compliances or non-conformance and how to respond to any non-conformance. Now, there are ways and means in which the non-conformances are received, and based on from where they are received, the response would be in that fashion. So let's head on to the mind map where I will explain to you in deep what is a non-compliance, how and where we receive non-compliance from, and how we should respond to any non-compliances. There is a video which I have prepared for non-compliances and how different types of non-compliances can be closed previously also. So here in the I icon, the video link is given. This would be a very informative video. So let's deep dive into the mind map. So this is the mind map. This mind map is in a closed condition now. You can see that the mind map is for how to respond to any non-compliances or non-conformance. There are 5 ways in which we receive a non-compliances. As far as my knowledge goes, we have 5 different areas from which we get non-compliances. So as a business owner, you need to think that these are the 5 areas from where I would be getting non-compliances for my own company, right? So the first is legal. The second is customer non-compliance or non-conformance raised. The third would be from the external audit from which the certification body is certifying you. The fourth is interested party, and the fifth is internal audit. See that I have given some numbering here. So priority wise, if at all you have a legal NC, that should be your priority for closure. Below that comes a customer NC, because if there is a legal NC, if you don't solve that NC, chances are that you need to close down, depending upon how grave the NC is. Second comes the customer NC as a priority, because if all the legal NCs are complied, if you are not complying the customer NC, it may happen that a customer is leaving you and going to someone else. Okay. Third priority would be or should be your external audit non-compliances, because external audit non-compliances, if not closed in a stipulated time, can result in termination of your certificate. So they come as a third priority. The fourth priority is interested party. Any interested party, if they are not happy, interested party who are there in the vicinity, or even legal is an interested party. But apart from legal, there are many interested parties which are clubbed under this interested party non-compliances. It could be internal interested party or an external interested party also. So when we deep dive, I will be opening all the 4 levels of interested parties as well. And the fifth level is internal audit. Now, even if I have given priority as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any internal audit or NC should also be considered as important as legal. Just to explain the gravity, I have prioritized. Otherwise, gravity wise, even the internal NC can or should become a priority for closure, right? How fast you close would ensure that your external audit is done smoothly. How fast external audit is closed will ensure that all the interested parties are happy. The closure of interested party NC would ensure that your customer is happy, and of course if the customer is happy and all these things are in place, you will definitely ensure that your legal compliances or legal NCs are not raised on you, right? In that context I have prioritized them. Otherwise, even if internal NC is having number 5 as a priority, whenever they are raised in any internal audit, they need to be closed with corrective actions. There is, uh, I mean, if at all it is 5 priority, it does not mean that you should ignore it, right? So nothing is ignorable in this video. So let's move on. If you have a legal NC, how can you close the NC? Now let's understand that the legal NC would be in two different levels. One is maybe you have not complied to any of the legal stuff. So that would be one NC, and the another NC would be very grave, which uh, needs a court case. So if there is a court case which is there or which you hear of, then this can be considered as a legal NC, and on priority you need to close it. Now let us see how you will close a non-compliance NC. Generally a non-compliance NC would be, compliance is not adhered to, or the date of compliance not adhered. Because if you remember, or if you know, GST, if you don't do GST compliance, let's say GSTR 3B or GSTR 1A, if it is not done in time, a specific mail is fired from GST Council to your mailbox. And if you read that, email ID, email, you will come to know that the GST compliances are not being made. So when you comply those, the non-compliance gets closed. The only thing is you need to remember that this kind of non-compliances or the emails from GST or even TDS or even Pollution Control Board should not come in the future as well. So you need to develop a system which will ensure that it is always complied, right? Then we will go to the next part, which is if at all there is a court case. If at all it is a court case, of course you have to appoint a lawyer first. Then you will also have to nominate someone for proceedings, because it may happen that for all the proceedings you may not be able to remain present. Or if it is, I would rather suggest that if at all you can extract time and you can go for all the proceedings, well and good. If not, you may have to nominate someone for the proceedings, and be sure to appear in the court whenever it is requested or asked by the court, right? The third one is internally what you should do is, if there is a court case, just need to understand, or rather from the lawyer you will come to know what exactly is the NC. So for that NC, you need to first internally do a root cause analysis, a rigorous root cause analysis, RCA. And on all the root causes, you need to take action, which is called as corrective action. And you do it very diligently, because this NC has come through a court case, which is, we have categorized it as a legal NC. So, and be sure that all the legal NC, legal issues, you are sorting well ahead or in time, because it may happen that you will not remain in business if the legal NCs are open, right? So let's not mess with the legal people, right? So this was for the legal. Then we will consider what is a customer NC. Now, customer NC, when it arrives at your doorstep, it could be through a phone call, it could be through an email, which is a formal way, or it could be, um, some customer representative coming at your place and then narrating an NC. All three areas. But the first is you have to acknowledge, if at all it is an email or a phone call, you need to acknowledge a specific and the right person at the customer site, that yes, we are acknowledging the NC and we will do everything to close it. Just two words with the customer would satisfy the customer to some extent, that yes, his NC is being taken care of and there would definitely be a closure for it, right? The second action which you should take is, initially you should conduct a meeting with all the seniors and see whether they are aware of this customer NC, or whether they can do anything to close this customer NC, right? We have to just verify what is a customer NC or NC statement, what exactly the customer has uh, you know stated in his NC statement, which is the third action point. The fourth action point is meeting for ways to closure. Now, the first meeting is conducted with seniors so that they understand the NC. The second meeting is conducted for the ways of closure. So that is how that NC can be closed, right? And then of course, again, there is an eye over in this video from where you'll be able to understand how to close an NC, right? So the closure should be done. Then, as a management, you have to ensure that all the NCs or the customer NC is closed with corrective action. And you don't stop there. Verify the closure in the next audit. That means your eye should be whether the same NC which was raised by the customer is again cropping up or again being reported in the internal audit. If that is the case, then the customer NC is not closed with adequate closure, right? And the last part is you should respond to the customer with the closure, right? Response to the, because customer is expecting some response. Your first response is acknowledging, but your last response should be to close the customer NC and report him or that yes, the NC was this, and we have taken some action, and this is the closure, right? So this is about customer NC. Then we will talk about the interested party first, because the action points for external audit and internal audit are same. That is the reason I discussing internal interested party. Sorry, interested party NC first. And then comes the interested party. Now, if you are implementing 14,001, which is environment management system, or health and safety management system, which is 45,001, it may happen that your neighbors are not happy with something which you are doing, right? So in that context, you may receive an NC from your interested party. So who all are your interested parties? As I said, the neighbors, if they have any issues with the way you are functioning, then they may raise NC or a concern which should be termed as an NC. Then you have certain things with the association, which is also an interested party. Then there is the NC raised. Then any contractors who are working inside the company premises, they may have certain you know interested party NC to be raised. Employees, again, yes, they are interested parties and they can also raise an NC, and the suppliers who are also interested parties and they can also raise an NC. Now, what you need to do in this interested party case is you need to define and document a system through which you will be able to capture non-compliances. Now, because what happens is whether any neighbor is facing any issue and if he would like to raise any interested party NC, how will he do? Whether he should come to you directly and scold you, whether he should drop a legal case, whether he should come through his association, whether he should come through a society, panel. That I mean, it is not defined. If it is not defined, then the gravity of a small NC also becomes big. So to reduce that gravity, there has to be some channels in place through which all these interested parties can, register their NC. That could be just about anything. So if those interested parties NCs are registered, we can consider the closure of that NCs, right? So these are the 5 different ways or 5 different areas through which we can receive or we may receive non-compliances, and there are ways in which non-compliances are. Did you find today's video very interesting? I would be coming out with such kind of interesting videos from time to time. So if you want to know, or if you want me to make a video on a specific topic, in the comment section you can comment below and let me know what are your topics, and I would be preparing videos on that. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe the channel and wait for my next video as well. There are some links in the description where you can join our Facebook group and Telegram channel for you to understand more regarding what this video series is all about. There are also links in the description which will have a mind map in a PDF form. If you want to download that mind map in a PDF form as for your reference, you can do that and be happy. So if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button and wait for my next video. Thank you very much.